This week, Jerry Rice went on the Warner House podcast to discuss a bunch of different things around the state of the San Francisco 49ers. But one of the big quotes that came out of that podcast was him talking about Brock Purdy and in comparison to Joe Montana. Now, obviously, that is a big comparison. And with this kind of Brock Purdy conversation and his emergence this past year, and everyone trying to quantify and figure out who he is, our natural thing to do in the football world is to compare to other players. Oh, this is his comp. This is who he looks like. This is who he reminds me. You know what I'm saying? So it's natural for that to happen. That happens all the time. This is who he reminds me of. This is who he looks like. This is the comparisons that I see. So of course, Jerry Rice is going to offer up a comparison. But I wasn't expecting him to compare Brock Purdy to Joe Montana. This guy right here. That's big praise. And so obviously it got a lot of attention. Loving what Jerry Rice has to say because he's talking about the intangibles. He's talking about what makes these guys tick, how their teammates feed off them, and what that energy brings to the rest of the locker room. And not only that, but of course, there is some physical comparisons because I recall watching, and I think it was Random 49ers on Twitter posted a clip of Joe Montana's jersey retirement ceremony at Candlestick. And one of the things that he said was he gave a lot of credit to Bill Walsh for taking a chance on a skinny-legged kid out of Notre Dame. And it's like when you look at Brock, when we talk about him, the first thing that we go to is his stature, right? So it's kind of similar, like smaller stature. They're not known for their size and all these different types of things. Well, Rich Keltz of Keltz Chronicle put together two clips of Joe Montana and Brock Purdy looking very similar. Now, the NFL has also reposted that clip, obviously making it go ultra viral. But I did want to give Rich his credit because he was the one who put this together and posted this first. And so, what I want to do is I kind of want to break it down. I kind of want to go through it, play it out, and kind of look at some of the similarities. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So let's take a look at the clip in its entirety, and then we'll kind of go through it and slow it down. Obviously, we get a rollout with a side swipe and a dart down the right sideline from both Brock Purdy and Joe Montana. And again, let's continue. Let's play it back one more time just so we can get a nice little look at it. Obviously, it's not ultra identical from the jump. You get a play action from Brock Purdy, and you get basically it's like a drop back rollout where Montana shows like a standard, looks to be like a 3 to 5 step drop, and then he just rolls right. But you get the same motion ultimately in the end. See, for Montana, you get that what looks to be a standard drop back. Then he rolls out. Ooh, look at them. Both of them making guys miss. Look at these athletic moves by these, at the time, young quarterbacks. And then you see the results. I mean, honestly, the rollout motion, right? Like, all right, the side steps, quick releases. Both of them have extremely quick releases, letting that ball fly. And Brock's is more of a touch pass because he has to get it over a defender. As you can see, this is one of Brock's crazier throws. And this happened as a rookie where he makes the guy miss. He floats it over a defender and underneath two other defenders and completes it to Deebo Samuel. Whereas, let's see what Montana's looking like. It looks like he has a more clear passing lane. Still guys underneath, but he's able to hit, I think that's Roger Craig, in stride. And Craig's about to and bust it loose, shake and bake. So it's just cool to see, man. Like, I'm gonna be the first to admit it. Like, I didn't grow up in Joe Montana's era. So I never got to watch Joe Montana live play for the San Francisco 49ers. So the only things that I've seen of Joe are highlights, documentary series, things like that. So I never got to actually watch a game. I should watch a game. I should do that. We should figure that out maybe. Should we do like a watch party? Can we do that? I don't know. I think I might have just came up some. If you want to see like some throwback like watch parties, literally a mid video making that just came to my mind. So I want to hear from you. Let me know. Should we do that? Should we try to figure out how to do that? I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. Just to relive some of those glory days. But when you watch these two guys together, I wouldn't say Joe Montana, at least from my perspective and perception of him, wasn't like this insane, ultra athletic, like thrower of the football kind of body style type guy. He was a guy who operated the West Coast scheme and had phenomenal weapons around him. Sound familiar? And was able to execute the offense and just be so cool and calm under pressure and just he was able to dot everyone up. He's just throwing dots all over the place. So I think this is fun to watch. It's cool to see. And it's just a really cool kind of comparison watching these guys kind of go at it back and forth. So, what do you guys think? Obviously, Jerry Rice would know best when it comes to comparisons because he actually played with the guy. Um, so there's a little bit more added weight when a guy like Jerry says that. But what did you think? What did you think from the clip that we just watched? Do you see the comparisons? Do you see a natural comp there? Or if not, who would you comp Brock Purdy to? Who does Brock Purdy remind you of? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.